Hey all. So yes, video this morning. I've been reaching out for over a year and a bit now, I would say, to various women's rights groups and NGOs to try and sort of bridge this gap between the us and the them, between the alienated fathers and the not promoters of parental alienation, but perhaps the other side who can give us a different perspective. To this date, or to this point, I'm yet to receive any feedback whatsoever from any individual or women's rights group to have a discussion surrounding parental alienation. I personally do not understand this. Surely women's rights groups who mostly have the agenda of children's best interests at heart should be open to a discussion that is a very pertinent discussion in terms of the future of the kids in this country, not only this country but worldwide. How long shall we continue to be in denial about the fact that there is something that is going very socially askew with a certain grouping of women in society, not just in South Africa, but globally? How can we have millions upon millions of alienated fathers from their children without women taking a certain degree of responsibility for this rapid increase? Conveniently, and still conveniently, it seems that it just remains, well, unspoken about, really. And, well, it must be men to a certain degree, right? And, well, if it's not men, then we'll just go through the legal system, which we all know doesn't really work from here to America. So the issue still remains fundamental, is what is happening with the kids. So if you're a women's rights group or an individual who is an influencer in terms of women's rights or the rights of children, please get in touch with me. Let's do a live stream. I would like to chat about this phenomenon that is never spoken about. And I find it incredible that it's very, very difficult for me to find people to speak to about this. But why does this have to be such a secret? Are we going to just be in denial rather than confront child abuse, right? Because that's what this is. Parental alienation is child abuse. The World Health Organization has recognized parental alienation as a syndrome. Research has been done that attests to this, that there is actually something mentally wrong with women who are alienating their children from their fathers. Why can't we discuss this? Living and Loving magazine written them emails requesting them to do so. They're unwilling to do so. Parenting 24 gets in touch with me, wants to do an article on me, and I say that unless we're willing to have this discussion with you, I'm not willing to have an article in Parenting 24. That's the last time I heard from Parenting 24. So yeah, again, to repeat, if you're out there and want to have a chat to me, by all means, I'd love to have a chat about this, because there is something that is happening on a deep social level with women in particular, that is leading to this situation. We are finding dramatic increases of sexual and physical abuse from mothers and women on children in South Africa. To a large extent, where the cycle is sort of going counter-natural. Women abusing their own children, millions of women alienating children from their fathers. This is all child abuse. Never confronted, never spoken about, and to a large degree just simply denial thereof. And if confronted on it, then a feedback of a certain militancy sort of follows. I'm a woman, I'm a single mother, I can do and say as I please. No, you can't really. You decided to have a child with another person, and therefore you need to take that other person's opinions of the child into account. Where does the self-righteousness begin and end? I don't remember my grandmother, my mother's generation, sort of being this self-righteous. Is it just simply self-righteous? I don't think so. I think that there's a huge history behind what is happening socially, and I would really love to find the answers. So yeah, free to chat. Cheers.